26, Fifi, sorry. I just had to, there you go, there's some there. Gerry. Morning, Balin. Well done, Gerry boy. Do you want that one? There we go. Shall I take these ones as you've lost interest in them, Fifi? You can have that one. Morning, Hansan. Good morning, Kino. There you go. Good morning, Annie and Revan. Good morning, Thomas. We're all having a sleepy day today. I was up at I've been up for a couple of hours editing. I've still not got it done. Oh, hello, Fifi. Gerry, you've got a snooty snoot. Morning, Minion. They are back to eating their pellets, thankfully. After a bit of a quiet day yesterday. They're doing a bit better. Gerry, I really want to wipe your snoot, but I'll wait until... Oh no, she found out. I'll wait until you've finished your pellets. So your prediction from Celeste. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess we never ended it. Good morning, Frudos. Morning, Hetland. I missed my word by a few minutes and now my streak and day and week is ruined. Oh no. I think what I did was one time because I always do it on the New York Times app thingy. But I think one time I accidentally just for some reason loaded up the website instead on my phone. And I did it. And I was like, I've done Wordle, sorted. And then the next day it was like, streak of 1. And I was like, what? But I definitely did it. And I think, all I can think is that I must have accidentally done it on something else that wasn't the app. So yeah, I've had mine reset, which I was miffed as well, so I get it. I don't know if you're aware, but Funkor's Out of Context channel was filled with spams of yes, boss. Oh, okay. No, I hadn't. I've not been on Discord today. I've just been working and trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit all the work I need to do in today. I think the answer is I'm not. That's okay. So yeah, I know it's a chance to... The one thing I have checked up on is we've got a hamster group that sun's out, work call cancelled, time for some bun watching. Morning Pop Pot. Good morning, David. What was I saying? If you're wondering why, we got a message from a manager in the work chat. And I started a chain. Oh, okay. Well, I guess. Oh no, Gerry. Am I gonna have to? I can't let Fifi eat all of the pellets. Let me scoop some up. Do you want more? No. Okay, Fifi. I'm stealing these back. Oh, she doesn't want them either. Oh my gosh. Pellets abandoned. Okay, wait there 2 seconds, Gerry. I'm coming for cuddles. Here I go. I think yesterday wiped me out a bit as well. And then today, I'm just a bit, What is that nosy funk? Your pellets are there if you want them, just so you know. But do you want to get into a snuggly position? Are you annoyed because I tried to wipe your nose secretly? It's like you weren't smooth at all. I noticed that. Yeah, so yesterday I was up editing Bun Stream edit. Then what did I do? Celeste edit, played up, record. Yeah, so I ended up accidentally doing like an 8:30 till 11:30 day. And then was up again today at 8 to start editing. But yeah, so I'm a little bit EP. It's going to be a slightly slower day. But it was a long day. But that's all right. We're trying to save up to get our roof fixed at the moment. So just need to keep taking those freelance jobs. Roof ain't gonna fix itself, sadly. But I had a lovely time yesterday, though. I'm so glad. I mean, I felt it's one of those things that for some reason, with like a lot of games, if something's a bit difficult, if I'm streaming them, I'll feel this real pressure of like, I should just give this up because this must be really frustrating to watch, and people don't want to watch someone failing at something over and over again. I shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason with Celeste, I just dig my brain heels in and I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. I don't care if everyone has to watch me do this 100 times. I'm doing it. And I don't know why. So apologies for that. Good morning, Rob. Can't complain, it means more brownie time. Oh, thank you. It was lovely playing Plate Up again. And it was really cute because so when I finished, I think Tom played a bit of Resident Evil or something afterwards. And then I checked back after we'd finished the recording, because we recorded a Dawn Light episode last night, which I don't know will be ready for today, but we recorded that, and then I was like, okay, before I go to bed, I'll just check in, see if B is still playing Played Up, and they were. So I went into their chat briefly and was just like, do we have another addict here? It just made me, it was fond memories of those first Played Up addiction. I was going to say days, but it was years. It was so nice getting someone else into it. But yeah, I hope people like the episode we recorded last night. Rydian keeps on saying like, oh, you need to decide what your story arc is going to be, and like, what do you want to do with the character? And I had completely misunderstood something he said weeks ago and thought that I was meant to get one particular story beat, and it turned out I had completely misunderstood. So now I actually know what I meant to do. I can start thinking on it. Played Up is so great because it's the Kirsty Brownie origins. Well, I guess I always think of our origins as being Astroneer, because that's like the series we started playing together. Whereas I have a feeling Gerry has left a little toffee smear on the blanket. Those of you with a sensitive disposition might not want to look. I thought I just saw a little patch. It's art, yes, it's how he expresses himself. But yeah, you're basically constantly playing. I am noticing that with the VODs. I've been looking at the VODs and I'm just like, there are so many just random Playtech ones, because I guess it was from that time. And a lot more Slay the Spire than I remember ever streaming. It's definitely a lot more of that. But yeah, I'm still slowly getting through those VODs, but because I was away at the weekend and then had so much going on with work and Hompta. Oh, that's a point. Hey, Jushi. Yesterday I had that Homcam up for the entire stream. So what was that? Just over 2 hours of Homcam. And literally, as I raided, I looked across and she was sticking her little face out of the hole. I was like, she just waited. She just waited until everyone had gone and was just like, hello, Is it safe to come out now? Bless them. The clip of Rav summoning you to his chat by saying play tut 3 times is one of my faves. I just still love it so much. And I was trying so hard yesterday not to be like, we should put this here, and we should do this, and we should do that. Because it's just so nice seeing people discovering Played Up. And yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I was so nervous yesterday because I always get nervous streaming with people for the first time and thinking like, oh geez, what if I say anything weird, or what if I come across really badly and all of this stuff. And I did the classic afterwards. The group chat was just full of me being like, I'm sorry I did this, I'm sorry about this, and sorry if I was weird. But hopefully they enjoyed it. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I did enjoy finding the origins of Reverse Centaur. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. About that particular... I mean, at the moment, I'm just sort of... morning hours. I'm just sort of going through... Hang on, I'm going to try and cuddle up to Gerry boy. Well, not cuddle up, I'm reaching the table. He's just looking like, what are you doing? Why? There we go. Oh, I've accidentally sat in the pellet bowl. Oh no. Maxwell, thank you very much for the 27 months. Thank you. Here we go. But yeah, I'm still like, I'm happy with myself that I did reach out to people, because it's one of those things that it could be quite scary, because I guess just because you watch someone and know that you know sort of their vibe, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily all going to get along. Oh no, I think Gerry wants to get up. You okay? Have I tickled your ear or something? Do you have an itchy ear, or is it more toffee? I don't know if you can decide. I feel like I've disturbed the boy somehow, and I'm not quite sure which end. You okay? I really hope his new bed arrives soon. Morning, Sparky. Morning, Limewood. But yes, it was very lovely. I'm glad I did it. Because there's a whole stream team of them. Are you all plated out today? No, oh my gosh, I could keep on playing. I just bloody love Played Up so much. I know it's it's silly, but it was so nice being back in it. Morning, Rocking Game, and I was saying, like, I said to them both, if you ever want to play again, you just let me know. I'm always up for Played Up. Because everyone else is done with it. The only reason I stopped when we did was because I was meant to be recording the Dawn Light episode at 10, and it was 20 past 10, and I'd already said to them, like, oh, I'm overrunning a little bit, sorry. And they're in the chat saying it's getting late. I was like, okay, I'll be there. What would you say is the softest part of Gerry? He's fairly consistently, because usually the softest part of a bunny is like here, between the ears. Sorry, Gerry, you didn't care for that. Whereas because Gerry has a mane, that bit isn't particularly soft. So he's sort of consistently soft all over. He has, I mean, he's like he's the softest he ever get. That was bad English. He's the softest he ever get right now because he's molting. So he's got all of his like super silky floof coming through for his summer coat. But the softest part, I mean, at the moment he's softest here because that's where his molt is coming through the most. But yeah, usually just all over. But yeah, on a non-lion head bunny, if you stroke them like here, that is like the softest. That's the closest you'll get to them feeling like a Rex sort of thing. It's just super soft right there. I don't know why. I don't know why the floof is so much softer in that particular spot. But yeah, I used to always stroke there on I had a little Netherland dwarf bunny. I'm just going to shuffle forward slightly because I need to take the bowl from out my bum. There we go. I thought I could power through, but it was getting increasingly uncomfortable. His tum has got to be soft. I guess that's the problem is I don't know how soft his tummy is because I've been denied. Also, his feet. There's a little patch on the side of his feet, I guess his ankles, that looks really soft, but I've never touched it, so I don't know. I feel like he would get too angry if I did. Yeah, when I sat down, I sat on the bowl, so it was uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, that reminds me, Arnholm, I need to message you about For All Mankind because my goodness, the levels of it kicking off that it has kicked off now, it's kicked right off. What do you mean Pete's? Yes, his Pete's, not his pans. So much drama, it is so much drama. But yeah. It's one of those things that at first I wasn't even like that taken with it. But now I'm so invested. I have to think of something else to watch after we're done with that. I guess we're also watching Severance at the same time. So that slows down powering through it too much. But yeah, though as I've said before, I've not been as taken with this series of Severance as the first one. It's one of those things, though, that people seem to be enjoying it so much that I'm sort of like, what am I not getting about it? What am I not understanding? But then again, I guess it's just different strokes for different folks, isn't it? Like, just watch Dexter. I worry that I'm too baby for something like Dexter. It's a different feel, but I'm into it. Yeah. Oh yeah, no Severance spoilies. No spoilies. Look at this baby. Look at he. Also caught up on Fargo. We watched the first... How many series of Fargo did we watch? I think the last one I watched was the Ewan McGregor one. Is that the second or the third? The one that's got... Oh, what's his name? Who's the fella? Oh, I cannot think. Like a British guy. And he has, I can't think of any words. Not Tim Roth, not Martin Freeman. The guy, the Professor Lupin guy. It's the only other role I can think of him in. And he's got bulimia. That's the one I was thinking. I kept on wanting to say, oh, David Thewlis? Is that the one? David Thewlis. But yeah, he's really good. He's really good at that. I wanted to say he had bulimia, but I kept on thinking Bulgaria. I was like, the British guy with Bulgaria. That one. That season 3, yeah. He's so good in that, though. Like, super horrible and creepy, but good acting, sort of thing. I think that's the last one we saw. Because the first one is Martin Freeman, right? And then the second one... Is the second one the one that is then set back in time when the police officer from the first one, it's about a case that her dad was involved in or something in a cafe? Is it the one with Matt Damon at home? Is that the second one? And the woman who isn't Kate Winslet. Do you know what? I've been playing Synerdle recently, which is like, you have to link, it's Synerdle 2, and it's like a versus thing. Kirsten Dunst, thank you. And you get put against a random person on the internet, and you have to link films with either like actor, composer, director, writer, etc. And I'm so bad at it because I spend the whole time just being like, oh wait, isn't that the one that has the fella in it? The fella, yeah, oh, he's got hair and a face. And by that time, the timer has already counted down and I've lost. So there was one where I got someone to lose accidentally because I mistook the king fella from A Knight's Tale and Joaquin Phoenix. I just combined those two as being the same person in my head. There was a time when I was accidentally calling... what's he called? I can't even think of his name. The actor. And I kept on calling him... Oh, Seth Rogen. I kept calling him Josh Rogan because I was thinking, I guess I was hungry at the time. So yeah, I'm definitely not good at it. Dear. I couldn't do it. I referred to so many actors as that guy from that movie. Yeah, that's the problem. And even then, I can't even think of the names of the movies or the names of the people in the movies. Kevin Jalfrezi, you know that guy. Rupert Miriani. I love them all. There was one the other day where I managed to mix up. I can't even think who it was. I forgot who Nicolas Cage was and anything he'd ever been in. So yeah. If ever you... What are you doing? You trying to flop? Have you confused yourself? Oh, Gerry, would you like an apple stick? You would not like an apple stick. Oh! Fifi actually just honked. I don't know if she would have honked loud enough for you to have heard that. But as she ran over from the side, she did one single... You didn't hear? Oh no. Need enhanced audio. Fifi, you're stood on a stick at the moment. Do you want this one? Oh. Your flicky feet did. Oh my gosh, I'll have to show you something later. Basically, you've seen how the bunnies, how they nibbled the apple sticks. I just completely forgot that hamsters can have apple sticks as well. So I put in an apple stick with fauna last night, and the teeny tiny bite marks that it has out of it are so cute. In my mind, Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon are interchangeable in films they've been in. Yeah, I mix up Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon, and then the one is Jesse something, who looks like Matt Damon in my head. They are Jesse Plemons, who I think is married to Kirsten Dunst, right? Yeah, in my head, that's, if I ever say Matt Damon at home, that is who I'm referring to. Because I do just think he is just second Matt Damon. Yeah, they get mixed up in my head. There's someone who looks really like Tom Hardy as well, I think, that I mix up all the time. There's a guy who's a really famous actor who I can never recall his name or what he's been in at all. But I'll recognize him. He's the guy who, if anyone's been watching Apple TV recently, there's a show that keeps on being advertised about boxing in London in the olden days. And it's a woman being like, there's only one thing about London, it'll kill you the first chance it gets. And it's a guy in that. I think he was he also in This Is England? Is that what he's known for? But yeah, that guy came up the other day and I was thinking, not Danny Dyer. Not Danny Dyer, but he does have, he's just one of those people who I'm like, yes, I can recognise that he, is it Stephen Graham? I think that's the problem, is that he maybe just has such a like, not a vanilla name, but you know what I mean? It's just like it's not like a whack pow sort of name, like a Brad Pitt. It's just like, oh, Stephen, you know? Stephen Cereal. He does have a round face. I think in my head, he was in Tyrannosaur, but I don't think he was. I think that was a different guy. It's a bit of a Ben Tom name, yeah. Hello, baby boy. I will get your snoot eventually. My Everest is remembering the name of the guy from the bill. Oh, wait, what? Hey, baby. You okay, my angel? Can I get that? Because, did I get it? Like, Mom, stop. Do you mean, the real tall fella with the voice? He's got like a really nice voice. He has the nose and the voice, yeah. And he's really tall. And he's in that episode of, oh my gosh, what is it? Is he in an episode of IT Crowd where he has to testify that he didn't... This is going to sound like a dream I had, but I swear he's in an episode of IT Crowd where he has to testify that he's like a masseuse, and he says that he didn't give one of them a little pat on the bum whilst he was giving them a massage, and it becomes a court case. He kissed my bum. Yes, that one. That is the one. Yeah, I remember. Left of the horizon. Imagine being such an amazing actor and that being what someone remembers you for. Also, wasn't he the big fella as well in The Green Knight? Doesn't he play... Wait, does he play the Green Knight? He plays the Green Knight, doesn't he, in The Green Knight? Is that him? And Dev Patel is... Oh, he's got a funny name, hasn't he? Oh, what is the name? Not Galahad. It's one of the other... It's like it sounds like a name, but not quite a name. Like Gawain. It's Sir Gawain. That's the one. It sounds like Gary and Wayne combined, which is funny to me because I have two cousins called Gary and Wayne. And it's like they've been combined into one. Yes. He played the Green Knight in that, didn't he? Ralph Ineson? Ineson. Yeah. Oh, good times. How do we get onto this? I forgot. I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should do a Synerdle 2 on stream sometime so that I'll have a bit more of a chance. And make sure I definitely take off the the no backseating rule because I would need all of the backseating. Because I get to the point where, like, so recently it's been starting with not Castaway. Oh no, it has been starting with Castaway or Forrest Gump have been the starting films. So I think it does change fairly frequently, but it's been starting with those, and every day I'm there like Toy Story, and then someone else, the other person will say something, some like intelligent, well-known Tom Hanks film, and then I'm like Toy Story 2. That's the only way I know how to do it. And then it'll be like, you've maxed out on Tom Hanks, you can't say anything else. I'm like, damn it. Although, I don't know if this is a universal thing, but if ever anyone puts Avengers Endgame in our Synodal 2 headcanon, that means that they're really like floundering, because they're like, when they start coming out with the ensemble films, you're like, you don't know anymore, do you? Because then when they start saying, wait, what are the ones? It's usually Endgame is what they go for. But there are others as well. The all-star cast style films. And I had someone do an Endgame the other day, and I was like, ha! I've got you on the ropes. One of my favourite ones to do is when people do, if we get onto Ryan Gosling, to put one of my favourite films ever, Lars and the Real Girl, because I'm like, no one's ever seen this. Hardly anyone's seen this film, despite it being one of the best films, in my opinion. So usually people will be a bit like, what? Especially if they've used up their... So you get 3 lifelines, and one of them is seeing the cast list. And if they can't see the cast list, because the cover of the DVD is just only got Ryan Gosling on it, they won't know. I've not seen it in years, though. I got so sad one time because I lent it to a friend to watch, and she was like, yeah, I'll watch it. And then she said, oh, I had to fast forward through like half an hour of it because it was just too sad. I was like, what? You didn't watch the film then, did you? But yeah. One of the things I would like to do at some point is have someone say either, oh, what's his name? Oh, we're back to this. Who's the fella in Greece? And then he was a mum in the hairdresser one. And he's John Travolta. If ever we're on like the third thing of John Travolta, I want to land someone with Battlefield Earth. I want to bring out the big guns and see if they can get out of that one as well. But so far I've not found myself in that position. The hairdresser one, isn't it called like Hair or something? No, wait, is Hair the other one? What's the one where they all get naked at the end? That's Hair, isn't it? The one, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. That's Hair, isn't it? So what's the hairdressing? Hairspray. Yes. You just have to name another actor in that film. Yeah, but I would just hope that people wouldn't realise, because it's got like Forrest Whitaker in it, hasn't it? But I would just hope that people just wouldn't realise other actors in it, because it's, not the best of films. Hope people haven't seen it. Although there aren't all of the films on there, because the other day I wanted to do Adam. I'm pretty sure Ewan McGregor was in a film called Adam that also has the lady from Lars and the Real Girl in, and that wasn't on there. Maybe it's not called Adam. Maybe it's called something else. Young Adam. Butts. That's on me then. I just remembered it being called Adam. I mean, it's been a while now. Hasn't it? Maybe he's grown up. You seem to get onto a good run if you start doing... If John Hughes enters the arena. There's a lot of John Hughes films to go around. But I think a lot of the time people get into... What was the rut we got into the other day? Someone was just listing all the Tom and Jerry movies. And it was all actors that we'd never heard of. And we did the thing of just typing in Tom and Jerry. And who knew there were so many Tom and Jerry films, to be fair? Because it was all like Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz and stuff like this. And then they got to have the last one and we were a bit screwed. Adam, the film about that one vine, yeah. I'd never seen the film, actually. Young Adam. I meant to watch it, but I never got round to it. I went on a bit of a Ewan McGregor binge when I was really into Velvet Goldmine. But I never got round to watching that one. I'm finding some good toughs today. When are you updating your letterbox? I watched a film the other day, actually, Anne Hall. I was talking about it on one of the streams yesterday, I can't remember. But do you know what? When I was watching it, at the end, I was thinking, I could start a letterboxd again. I could put this on there. I'm just not very good at saying how I feel about films. So, what's a letterboxd? It's basically like a website where you can just say what films you've watched and you can make lists of them and you can give them little reviews and stuff. Morning, Monday. Did you watch Star Wars? I've seen all of the Star Warses with Ewan McGregor in. I can't remember what else I watched with him in. This was a long time ago. I had this thing where I would always just go to the cinema when other people wanted to see films. And I would always go and see films that I didn't particularly want to watch because my friends would just want to go and watch like American Pie and stuff like that and Meet the Fockers and this sort of thing. And it got to the point where, oh my gosh, he's so good in Moulin Rouge. That medley song that he does at the end with the Roxanne remix. Oh, perfection. Anyway, so I went to the cinema. My friends actually wanted to see a film, which in hindsight was a really good film. But at the time I didn't want to see it. And it was District 9. And I was like, do you know what? I'll go to the cinema with you. But I'm going to watch a different film that I would like to watch. And I went to see 500 Days of Summer instead, on my own. First film I ever watched on my own. And it just sort of gave me this burst of like, oh my gosh, what if I just watched films I wanted to watch? And that was when I have since seen District 9 and it is a really good film. But the point is... then I think Velvet Goldmine was like the first film that I was the only person who I knew had seen it. Not in like a hipster way. I wasn't like, I only want to watch films no one else has heard of. But just in like a, oh my gosh, I'm actually starting to branch out and watch films that I like. So it's always just been like when I was getting rid of DVDs the other day, I kept Velvet Goldmine because it just represented like I'm being myself now. And it kicked off a big love of like gay cinema as well, which is then what I ended up writing my dissertation about. So it, it all paid off. It's like when you realize eating in a cafe's restaurant makes you feel braver too. Yeah, like I had that sort of when I was staying in Shrewsbury for work, and everyone kept on wanting to go to these restaurants that I couldn't really eat anything in. There would be like one vegan option and it wasn't very exciting. And I got to the point where I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go to the restaurant I want to go to and I'm going to eat alone and I'm not going to care. And I did that and then I almost died. But it was still very empowering. But I got this delicious ramen with these big chunks of like puffed tofu in it. And I sat around the corner because I was feeling a bit shy. I was like, oh, I'm a bit shy. I don't want to be here. So the main restaurant was like here. And then there was a little side room coming off here. And I went and sat around the corner where no one could see me. And then I bit into this tofu and it just released all of the, because obviously it was like a sponge. It just soaked up all of the ramen juice. And I bit into it and just released ramen juice directly into the back of my throat. And I just started choking. And I just remember having this thought of like, I'm going to die alone. This is how it ends. Road bronchi, choking on tofu alone in a restaurant. But spoiler alert, I survived. And I lived to tell the tale. And it was delicious. And I went back there several times during that trip. And I would love to go back again. It's Itataki Den in Shrewsbury. If ever you're in Shrewsbury, my goodness, I recommend that. You couldn't have stood up. I mean, I was panicking at the time. And I didn't want to cause a scene. I was very British about it. I was like, I don't want to worry them. I'm just gonna quietly die in the corner. I've had that before when I've been at the cinema and I've choked on popcorn and I'm just there like, I don't want to disturb the other cinema goers, so I'll just go quietly. I'll just go curl up. It's fine, don't worry about me. But yeah, oh my gosh, I would love to go back there sometime. Grammy goes there all the time. And he's always sending me photos and making me jealous of the delicious food. I was hoping that they would come to Bristol, open a chain here, but sadly they have not been tempted. Are there places you go where you don't choke on things? I get very excited about food. So no. I do have to remind myself to eat slower than I want to. I'm basically a Labrador that just wants to inhale food. But yeah. Gerry, where you walking to? Where you walking off to, baby boy? Where's this baby boy going? Eh? Where he going? What are you doing? Oh, I think Alex is coming downstairs. Hello, Alex. Oh, yes, please. Can you make Gerry a little cup of tea too? Make him a nettle tea. Alex has a day off today, so he's been making the most of our reading room. He's looked very cozy. I've been very jealous. Just because I've been doing my work in the room next door, and he's been all cozy in the nook. And he stole my blanket. I got a new blanket for my chair. No sugar in mine. Gerry, where are you going to? The reading room honestly looks fantastic. I am so happy with it. It still has one more thing that needs finishing, and we need a couple more, just like finishing touches to it. But in general, it's a functioning room now. It was so nice having it finished for the murder mystery as well, because it was just like another room that people could go in to talk. Also, you got a jail in here at the moment. I wasn't sure if I'd shown you the jail yet, but the box that my chair came in was so big that I was like, oh, I may as well use it for the murder mystery and just turn it into a jail. So there was a big reveal at the end where the marshal, Gerry's just gone for a poo. The marshal was like, oh, now's the time that we're going to review the evidence, and whoever is found guilty will be sent to jail. And I just lifted up the big flap you can see on top and revealed the jail. And at the end we made the guilty person stand in the box. But the bunnies have been really enjoying it. I've put a blanket in it now. Gerry was having a lovely time in jail. I'd not seen Fifi in a long time. Where did she go? Can you eat radish greens? I don't know. I've eaten radishes before, but I don't know about the greens. Oh, I think I can see him pooping. There he is. No peeking at the pooping. Yeah, I've not had any update on... He's running away into his tunnel. I'll have to summon him with treats. Gerry! Fifi! Hello, beautiful lady. Fifi, I've got a challenge for you today for your treat. And it is, can I tempt you to try new food? Can I tempt you to try food that I don't think you've tried before? Okay, so today we have... Come here. Come round. Fifi, cherry tomato. It's getting a heckin' sniff. She is unimpressed, though. Wait, come around here. So you can have a big thing of pepper to start you off. You don't want to try the pepper either? She's like, I'm not trying new things. Oh, Gerry. Gonna try that cherry tomato? You can have your pepper back. That's why I put it on the blanket, Gerry. Okay, this is one that Gerry's usually not good with. Were you brave trying cucumber? You need to clean your mouth first. Gerry, you like cucumber. You just think you don't, but you do. Okay, what about fennel? Oh no, Gerry. Do you want more pepper? No, he's done. I think he's been disturbed by how moist his mouth is. Poor little guy. You're having a lovely time though, aren't you? Okay. I'm gonna put that there. persuade Fifi to try cherry tomatoes. What if just a little bit? She was like this with pepper at first, and now she loves pepper. Look at this rejected piece. It's just got one little bite out of it and then just nope. Go on, Fifi. Would you try it? Fifi. Fifi. It's very delicate. I think pepper is the clear winner. And then fennel's in second. I think they prefer red pepper. So they've not really had yellow pepper before. So I think they're a bit like, oh. It's like pepper but different. I think she's still not to be persuaded by cherry tomato though. Oh, you trying it? Oh, well done, Fifi. You gave it a little bite. That'll do. What about this one? Is that easier to get to? She's not convinced. That's okay, Fifi. I'm proud of you for trying a new thing. Or maybe if Gerry has it, she'll want to steal it. What about these? Look, what if you smell that? No. Unconvinced. Well, I'm proud of you, bunnies. I'm proud of you for trying new things. You did it. Nazi, thank you very much for the follow. Bye bye, Jishi. Have a good day. I love the little tomato stain. He's gonna finish off all the seeds. Thank you, my love. Do you want to try cherry tomato or cucumber? Okay. Can you be convinced to try cucumber yet? If I put it there. No. No, he doesn't want to try it. No. He's had cherry tomato though. What in life like? How you doing? Gerry, what's this? No. It's been thoroughly rejected. That's all right. You still did very well. Yeah, just because of yesterday being so busy, I didn't get a chance to go to the shops at all. So I was like, do you know what? This isn't what I usually give the bunnies, but they can try new. Speaking of tomato stains, when I had a hamster, they occasionally like to steal a strand of spaghetti still covered in bolognese. Ah, and with little orange hands. Well, it's yesterday's evening stream. So I played Plate Up. This little indie game, you might have heard of it. I played Plate Up with two new people that I hadn't streamed with before. But basically there's a what am I trying to say? A stream team called Stream Beans, which is all vegan content creators, and I wanted to reach out and start collaborating with some of them. And most of them do sort of the like Pomodoro like working streams. So I was like, well, there's probably nothing I can really do with you because I would just be disturbing you working. But I found the two that I streamed with yesterday, they do more like gaming stuff. So yeah, I thought I'm going to be brave, I'm going to reach out, and I'm going to collaborate with new people, and it was good. I thought that Plate Up was like a nice starter to ease you in, because it's not like if you do content warning and then you're just screaming the whole time and people are thinking, bloody hell, who is this? So yeah, hopefully they'll be up for doing something else sometime. I obviously can't do like a late stream every week because that is just not my sleep cycle. I need the problem is like I can stay up late, but if I do something active late, if that makes sense, then I'll stay up for so much later, because it's like I need such a long like cool down time from talking to people, that I like recovery time after socializing that if I don't finish streaming until like 10, I'll still, it's like when I get back from Jingle Jam and I need to get back and just sit and stare at a wall for like an hour to just reset my brain. What if they were like, did you hear about the person who choked on tofu in Shrewsbury? No, I didn't hear that. What an idiot. No, I'd be very understanding. I think they sound smart and handsome. I think it was a power play, and they deserve respect. I was exactly the same. Brain goes brr for too long. Yeah. It's like even if I get back really late, oh my God, that noise. There must be like, so the house next door is having work done to it, and someone must be using like a drill or something, but it sounds like a pig going, wee, wee, wee. Wee. I love piggoos. I did choke on tofu, but this was like 10 years ago now. I've got back on the toforce ever since. You know, I've not let tofu get the better of me. I've eaten my fair share ever since. Was it 10 years ago? It was when I was working on an episode of Holby City. Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't me. What do you mean? Couldn't be me. I've had great success from all of my eating endeavours. Like that time I broke my tooth on popcorn in the cinema. Oh. There was something else I was going to say and I've completely forgotten what it was. But anyway, it's time for me to leave now. See if I can squeeze in a bit more work before, recording comf. Hopefully I can finish the video I've been working on. Shall we go to Doig? Yeah, there was a kernel in the popcorn, and the film was really. I was like so engrossed in the film that I was eating popcorn, and I bit down so hard onto this popcorn kernel that my tooth broke in two. I just had this big lump of tooth in my mouth, and I carried on watching the rest of the film. I was just a bit like, I'm here now. But yeah. But yes. Well, everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I will be back at 2 on the Oxcast channel for more Tears of the Kingdom with Shadow and Sarah. Look at this baby. Look at how tucked his little hand is. He's got a little tucked in hand. But yeah, everyone, look after yourselves. Be good. I'll see some of you in chat later. The rest of you, hopefully, I'll see tomorrow for Bun Stream. Or if not, have lovely weekends. Be good. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Baby. Little baby. He's a little baby. A baby boy. With a little hand. Just look at it. I can't get over that. Gerry, you're so precious. I love you. You got your little earsies up listening to the builders, aren't you? You can relax. It's okay. We gone. Thank you. Bye bye. A boop.